Good morning. It's Shay here in Silver Lake, Oregon. It's 39 degrees and it's super early in the morning. Bruce will not be getting out of bed right at this moment because it's too early for him. And it's too cold out. And when it's cold out, he has zero interest. I'm hoping that I can dry. It's so heavy. Hoping to dry these today. I got them a little bit dry yesterday. I need a clothesline. You know the clothesline that I want? It's ridiculous. I'm so greedy. See, this one's almost dry. I mostly focused on this one, which didn't help that one at all. How's this working? How's this gonna work? It's not gonna work. But I'm gonna do it this way anyway, because dang it, my arm is already tired. I guess that's have to have like a tent. Like, well, this one's not as wet as the other one, so this one should dry faster. And then this one is, it's like not like super wet, but it's, I don't know, it looks, did it just start sprinkling? Oh my gosh. How's this gonna work? Now I gotta, hold on, I have to put you guys on pause and rethink my situation here. Whew. Are you kidding me? It was like, what a way to start my day. I knew it was gonna be a rough day anyway, because when I roll out of bed and I'm just like, I reach in my sock drawer and I pull out the very first pair of socks. And if I don't like say what kind of a day it is or whatever, and I just pull out anything and then just put on anything, my pajama bottoms, all that kind of stuff, to just, then it, like, things don't go quite right. So I'm wearing bagel bites, which I don't even eat bagel bites. I know my pajamas. I don't even eat bagel bites because I don't eat cheese. I never eat cheese. I'm lactose zero tolerance. I've been it since I was born. But whatever. I just know that it's going to be one of them days. That's Bruce. Not seeing any activity, so maybe the deer have lost interest because they have like a lot of interest. I need to sweep up this poo-poo-cajou. I just didn't want to. Look, they're just pooping everywhere at this point. It's like, psh, whatever. Look at them birds. I saw some movement over here earlier. Going back and forth. I think there might still be a fox over there. Or there's new ones. Oh, look, there's Barry. Oh, he's in the yard this time. I see him. He's in the yard. Yeah, my plan today is to go to Christmas Valley. Hole diggers. And, dang. I'm thinking maybe, because there's like a lot of footprints in here. Are they pushing this down and then getting it? Is that what's happening? Is that how they're getting in there? I don't know. Next spring, I'm going to have to like really, it really is sprinkling. Some little birds over here digging around. I'm going to have to don't know what's up with that. Really rethink a couple things. That's okay. It is raining. It's sprinkling. And it's cold. It's only 39 degrees. Oh, somebody's hammering. Oh, and there's somebody walking. They're building. Usually you don't hear noise. That's something new. That's something different because because the kids are at school. Syrenity was really bummed because yesterday the weather was so horrible all day. And then like at 5 o'clock at night, it's like blue skies. I was like, what? Right when it's getting dark. And this morning when I woke up, I was like, usually I wander around for a little bit and then the sun comes up and I look down and it was like 7:30 and I was like, what? So I'm like, I don't know if I missed the fall back, if that's what happened or what. But like it just seemed off this morning. Like everything just seemed, ooh, it's windy. It's windy today. So I was going to go over to Christmas Valley because my neighbor's got to go over there. I can't remember what it is that she's got to do, but she asked me if I could drive home. So I'm going to go over there. And it's actually perfect timing because my daughter was like bugging me for some mud. And I barely have what I have left is ridiculous. I would never show it to a man. It's like the smallest, tiniest container, and I probably have like a butter's knife worth. A butter knife. Not the putty knife, a butter's knife worth left. But see, we use it for a lot of different stuff. Like right now, she's building an arch out of cardboard and putty and oh yeah, I got to get her hot glue sticks too. And hot glue. She's like the hot glue queen. Like with her little projects. I mean, she doesn't use it for like big, huge stuff. This is kind of a bigger one. I'm pretty surprised. But she makes things for like props and stuff. And she needs some mud because she made this brick looking. I think the project started out in her mind as, oh yeah, this is easy. Because like the first section went really fast. And she was like, oh yeah, this is like right on. She's got these really tall, thick pieces of cardboard. And they just went together so smooth. They made perfect squares. But then she wanted to give it some texture. And I think that's where things went crazy on her. And then she started hot gluing it. And then then she had some mud. She had some too because we both have our own. And then she went through her mud like crazy. So I'm going to stop and pick her up some as a surprise because she was like out. And what I had, she was like, that's a joke, Mom. I'm like, dude, I don't know what I might need it for. And if it's still good, I'm going to keep it. But I think what I'll do is I'll buy her a container and then me another new container. And that way we haven't on the future. So, because I also can use it in paintings and things like that. You mix and like it gives it. I don't really like to use it that much, but every once in a while I'll use because I sometimes paint on wood or metal, or it doesn't stick to metal very good, but like depending on if I need it to be like, I want it to stain the wood and be a little grainy. I don't know. I don't use it that much in painting, but I could be using it. I don't know. I might. Look at the mountain over there. It's really foggy out here. Anyway, so if I get a chance to stop and do some videos of something, I will. Who knew people had so much interest in other people's livestock? I don't know. But there are cows and stuff, and I want to find another crazy thing that I see. I see so many crazy things. Look at, you can't even see. Mountain is like poof, disappeared. It's rolling in. I see the craziest stuff on the side of the road. Like, I gotta drive out. Like the next time I'm going to Lapine, I need to just take a quick detour. Or whenever I go over to Fort Rock, it's just I don't go that one direction to Fort Rock. I always go a different direction, a different way. But there's just one way that you go, and there's a frying pan that's attached to us. It's like, these are markers that I'm showing you that some of these people have out here. It's just so that you can distinguish in between, I don't know, like spots, like, because sometimes it's just a lot of nothing for a long ways. And you can't even tell whose ranch or field or whose or whatever. So these are kind of markers that I'm kind of showing you that are just random ones that people came up with. And so, oh my gosh, I forgot to tell you too, the other day, I found a stuffed chicken, stuffed animal chicken. And, it was like, and it's a pretty good sized one. And it's like homemade or whatever. Somebody like sewed it all together. It's pretty cute, actually. And I brought it home, threw it in the washing machine. And Syrenity has a really big rooster. And she's like, oh, Mr. Cluckington can, because that's what she calls her rooster. She has a big stuffed rooster that she loves, that she got from Betty June. And she calls him Mr. Cluckington. And so then he's like, now there's Mrs. Cluckington. So I have Mrs. Cluckington and she has Mr. Cluckington. I will have to show you. Maybe I'll use that for my photo today. I'll have to go get it because she's visiting Mr. Cluckington. So, like, they're so funny. She's so funny. Oh, wait, is today? I don't know what day of the week today is. I forgot to ask. Oh, wait. Today's Monday, so she went to school today. And then I'll find out how it went at school with her 2 broken arms. You know, if she has to write something, somebody else will write it down for her. She just has to give the answer, and then she'll give the answer verbally, and then they'll write it down physically for her. But she feels like she can somewhat write a little bit. But after even a short time of her writing, just even her name, Syrenity, the twisting of her fingers works her wrists, and it's both of her wrists that are broke. And it like will start hurting. So we're not really encouraging it too much. We want her to go at her healing pace. Like, she knows what's going a little bit, you know. But, you know, she's perfectly happy with her cast. She's like, fine with them. We were trying to tease her. We were like, why are you trying to show us up? Because, okay, so I broke my elbow. I slipped and fell coming down the ramp. And I caught myself with both my hands. But I guess I broke my elbow. Like, I jammed it or whatever and broke it, snapped it. So I had a cast, and I threw a big fit about it at the doctors and stuff. Like, it was ridiculous. I know I was being ridiculous. I know it. I know this. But it was like, I could not stop myself. Like, I was like, I don't care. I don't care. I did not want them to put a whole cast all the way around my arm. Because they had to cast me from my hand all the way up, like, almost to my armpit. And I was like, no way, dude. I can't do it. And then, oh, there's my friend. Hi, Shay. Her name's Shay, too. There's 4 Shays that live in this town. That's cute that she's driving. She just got that car, and she's having, like, test driving it and then get something fixed and then test drive it. She's had it for, like, a month. She's got little things that she's trying to get fixed on it before she doesn't really anything with it. But anyway, I didn't want them to put a whole cast on my arm. I would only want them to put a cast on the lower section from like my palm all the way up to my armpit, but the outside of my arm, I had to be able to see my own skin all the way down my wrist. So they built like this half weird cast. So it's like if you had a watermelon, you cut a watermelon in half. Okay, I only had half of it. And then they had this Velcro thing. And then you put the Velcro, like I had these Velcro straps. So at first I didn't have the Velcro. I had this weird half cast, and then they put an ace bandage and wrapped it like that. And they were irritated because I wouldn't tell them why. And the reason why was because I wanted to be able to go home, take my arm out of that cast. I wanted to get into the bathtub and take my arm out of the cast and let my arm float in the water because of the Epsom salt. Because I knew that the Epsom salt would heal it faster. And I knew that, and I was like, no way. There's no way. I can't have this. And I'm like, I'm not going to do anything. I'm just going to sit in my armchair and basically do nothing. And so then I got that, and then they sent me over to the person that does your whatever physical therapy, and he saw it and he was like, what is this? This is the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen. And I'm like, well, we're living with it. So he was the one that put the Velcro with the Velcro straps on it, because he's like, it's got to be more secure than this. This is not secure whatsoever. And I'm like, well, so then he put these Velcro straps on it, which I actually liked better. And then I still had to have the ace bandage over because it was ugly looking. And then I had it for like 3 weeks. And then when I went back, got x-rays, my arm was healed. I didn't need surgery because they wanted to put a pin in my elbow. All this crap. None of it was like, dude, they were not happy. They sent me to a whole nother x-ray person clear across on the other side of Bend. Just for the x-ray, them to say her arm's fine. And then that was it. They never talked to me again. I was like, okay, whatever. And then last year Landon, he was 14 at the time. But he was at school and he broke his hand, munched it. And so he had his hand in a cast, all of his fingers, from his fingers all the way up his wrist, because that also jammed his wrist. So he had a cast, but he had a cast longer than us. He had it for the full 4 weeks or whatever. So then we tell Syrenity, she's trying to one up us by getting 2 casts instead of one. It was funny. We were like, I have to run in and try to go find Mrs. Cluckington. And so she's all clean and cute. I got her also from Betty June's, but I found her in the little one section that's not with the other stuffed animals, which was really weird, but it was funny. Hold on. All right. This is Mr. Cluckington and Mrs. Cluckington. As you can see, he's kind of a big fella. And Serenity's is Mr. Cluckington. And then I found Mrs. Cluckington. Which, my daughter's it matches you guys so perfectly. So, Here, let me do a picture of him. Oh, wait, I gotta get my fingers out of the way. I don't know if I can touch the camera. Cluckington. They're so funny. Anyway, it made her happy that I found a Mrs. Cluckington. So, and she likes the fact she wants a bird. I know that that's what this is coming to. Because she made me buy that bird cage. And then she got Mr. Cluckington. And then now I have Mrs. Cluckington, and she has so much joy over it that I think she's trying to work her... Oh, there's Alan. I think she's trying to work her way up to a bird. Like, she's going to spring it on us that she wants a bird. And I know that that's just not going to fly. Because the reason why is because we've never, like, I never raised my kids with a bird, so Krisha's not that comfortable. I don't think she would be that comfortable. Nick probably would be all right. My mom had birds. I didn't really show that much interest in them. Like, you know, I was nice, and I tried to avoid him because his name was Jabberjaws, and he would pick up words and then repeat those words. And then my mom would, just by the words, would know which one of us said it. And, yeah. That bird snitched on us so much that I usually tried to not say much around it or be anywhere near it too much. Because it was a snitch. Snitch. Snitch, snitch, snitch. And I was the one always getting busted. It was like, what? Unreal. Just unreal. I couldn't understand. Like, I had a potty mouth when I was like a teenager. I still, like, I've worked really hard not to have one. And, I would say the fudge word. I would say basically, F you, Chevy. And Chevy's my brother. And then the bird would say it. And my mom obviously knew that my brother was the innocent one. Because the bird could only say my brother's name. He would say my brother's name. And it was hilarious because my mom wanted him to say, like, call for her, but it would always sound like he was calling for my brother. My brother did not like the bird. But, you know, it would gobble all the time because my mom taught it how to gobble. Gobble, 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 gobble. It was so annoying. I don't want a bird. But I think she's trying to work us up to one. The evil one. She's so evil. And the 2 broken arms. That's just not enough. That is not enough for us to be willing to clean a bird cage regular. Dude, there is something over there. When I was looking out the window earlier, I thought I saw a fox. And then I was like, I'll just go do my vlog and walk over there to this direction. I think he's behind somewhere. He's in that pile between that outhouse and that old trailer. Because I always see stuff out of the corner of my eye go that direction. And I think I just... It is raining. I took my allergy medicine this morning already. Tried not taking it for a couple days. That was like not successful. I ended up congested. My nose is still running. Like unbelievably running. I wonder what kind of plant that is. Is that purslane? I don't think so. It's growing so weird. Purslane grows to the ground. But it looks like it. Weird. He's in that wood pile. I saw something sitting out in this field. But it was pretty small, like really small. And then I thought maybe it was a skunk. But it's not fast. I mean, it was, skunks are slow. It was way faster than a skunk. Oh, I don't know. No deer in the yard this morning. Oh, there's Alan. Gotta go. Gotta go, gotta go, gotta go right now. Oh, dang it. My yard looks so gnarly. I need to clean it, but it also needs to rain, so like I'm happy with the rain. Let it rain. I'm fine with the raining because the snow is gonna come. Actually, I don't mind the snow. Syrenity complains about it, but that's because she never goes on walks with me. Like, she doesn't... There's the sun. She doesn't enjoy it like I do. I like to go on the walks in the snow. I like doing the walks in the summer, or actually kind of like the spring. Once it hits summer, it just gets so hot, and then when you try to walk in the evening, the mosquitoes just eat you alive. So, like... And I don't know. It's too much. Anyway, you know, it could be the fur on my jacket that makes me think that there's things moving. I don't know. All right. So peace, love, and happiness. May peace be with you always. And I pray that you have a wonderful day, week, hour, minute, second, year, month, lifetime. And thank you for watching. Don't forget to share. Share. Because let me tell you what, YouTube don't help me. But then, you know, like, I don't really have a niche. So, like, YouTube probably has a really hard time putting me anywhere. Because, like, there's Barry. He's in the yard, right? Yeah, him and Dozer are in the yard. Somebody's burning something over there. They have, like, a little fire pit over there that I know about. I hope. But anyway, so peace, love, and happiness. I will talk to you later. Goodbye.